guys, here we go. Day 2 of this. So that's what we're starting with today. Kind of had to flatten off my pile there so I could go up with it. And it's nice and cool this morning. We got a little bit of fog. If it would just stay this cool all day, I could get this done today, no problem, because I could stay all day. But as it is, by about 1:30 or 2, it's just too dadgum hot. But, you know, in yesterday's video description, I put something about the simplicity and joy of manual labor. And while it kind of stinks, like while you're doing it a little bit, man, there's nothing like the feeling of, like, you know, moving a dump truck sized pile of dirt by a hand and a shovel, and when you're done, that feeling of accomplishment, and basically just you're wore out, but it's a good wore out feeling. Sometimes it feels good just be totally exhausted, or maybe that's just me, maybe I'm weird. But let's get our day started. Hey guys, it's so stinking humid out here, my lens fogged up. That's the first time that's ever happened. Alright, well, sorry if this gets foggy, but this is just going to be a quick little mid-update here. It's been 2.5 hours since I got here. And our dirt pile has grown exponentially. It's about 7 feet across by 7 feet across by about 3.5 feet tall. And it all came out of right here. So here's how far we've gotten. And then started over here. These over here are going to be kind of a pain because it's such a small space, but oh well. We're getting there. I wish these dogs would help me dig. Gina, help me dig. That fly's bugging her. Anywho, I'm gonna go sit in the van and eat my sandwich. Not that dirt, dummy. Dig over there, not there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Dadgummit. Why can't you dig it out of the trench instead of... I guess these dogs aren't dumb. That dirt's already loosened up. Okay, well, I have to actually step back a little bit now to see the whole dirt pile. All this from like here over is what I've just done. It's probably like 8 feet wide, or 9 feet even, and about 7 feet wide this way, and probably still about 3.5 feet tall, because anytime it gets up about that tall, I scrape it off down the side so I don't have to throw the dirt up so high. And we're getting there. This is definitely not one of those jobs where you can like tell a huge difference very quickly. It's a pain. I mean, just out of, you know, that little spot, you know, this section about halfway, this section about halfway, and that little section. Just what I've done so far. Look at this huge pile of dirt. Oh, also, I wanted to ask you all if you thought this was a good idea. This dirt right here is real, you know, kind of loose and sandy. You know, I can kind of form it into a ball a little bit. The dirt I have over there in my garden area is pretty rocky and clayey. Do you think it would be a good idea to take this dirt and mix it into the garden dirt over there to loosen that dirt up? I kind of thought it might be a pretty good idea, you know, mix all this loose sandy dirt in with that clay. Maybe it wouldn't be so hard packed or something. And there's also a lot of worms in this dirt. I don't really see any right now, but I mean, there's, you know, as I'm digging through there, there's tons of worms in this pile. I mean, I've probably seen, you know, 70 to 100 just so far. So, I don't know, I thought that might be a good idea to take this up there, over there. The property's about, it's about a mile from here, 3/4 of a mile to a mile just up the road. So I could transport this over there and maybe mix it in with that garden dirt over there before I go ahead and put the poo and leaves to it. That garden's pretty much done for the year, so, you know, at any time I would just be willing to till it under. That rain really messed us up. But anyway, it's hot. I'm going home. So obviously I'll have to come back tomorrow and probably the next day after that, and then I'll be done. Because I'm only doing it about, you know, 4.5 hours at a time because it's just so stinking hot. And this is so labor intensive, you know, just shoveling dirt all day that, you know, it doesn't take very much heat and very much humidity before you really start slowing down, and it's not even worth being out here anymore. You know, I could fight through the rest of the day being out here, and I might get like the rest of that one thing done or something like that, because you just start moving so slow, you're sweating so much that it's just, to me, it's just better to go ahead and stop and then just hit it again tomorrow morning when it's cooler. And, you know, this is for my father-in-law, so it's not like, you know, I'm going to get fired or something if if I don't get it done very quickly. You know, it's just kind of a do it when I want to kind of deal, which is pretty much how it always is when I work for him. He really don't care how long it takes, just as long as it gets done. So anyway, that's it for today.